Hello, Bacho. Let's read this question. A ray of light is incident on a prism ABC of refractive index root 3 as shown in the figure. First part, find the angle of the incidence for which the deviation of the light ray by the prism ABC is minimum. Second part, find by what angle the second identical prism must be rotated so that the final ray suffers net minimum deviation. So let us have the key concept for the given question. The key concept says here, पहला part, सबसे पहले हम लोग को ये जानना है relation between angle of prism A, minimum deviation delta mean and refractive index n is। यहाँ पर n का फॉर्मूला होगा sin A plus delta mean upon 2 by whole divided by sin A by 2। ये आपका फर्स्ट पार्ट हो गया। सेकेंड पार्ट इसी क्वेश्चन का, मान लीजिए आप एक प्रिज्म कंसिडर करिएगा। दिस इज अ प्रिज्म, और अगर ये प्रिज्म मिनिमम डेविएशन के केस में, तो रे ऑफ लाइट पैरेलल होगा बेस, बेस से पैरेलल हो जाएगा, फाइनली ऐसे निकलेगा। दिस इज द नॉर्मल, ये एक नॉर्मल। अब यहाँ पर ये एंगल जो होगा, दिस इज आई, दिस इज ए, दिस इज ई, ये भी आई के बराबर। ये एंगल और ये एंगल दोनों सेम, मिनिमम डेविएशन के केस। With the help of this key concept, we will proceed further. The first part of the question is, we have to find the angle of incidence for which the deviation of the light ray by the prism ABC is minimum. Here A is given as the first prism. A is given as 60 degree and the refractive index is given as root 3. Therefore, from this formula, n equal to sin A plus delta mean upon 2 by sin A by 2. So n is root 3 sin 60 degree plus delta mean upon 2 by sin 60 degree by 2. N is root 3 sin 60 degree plus delta mean by 2. 60 by 2 is 30, sin 30 is half. So this becomes root 3 by 2 sin 60 degree plus delta mean upon 2. With the help of this key concept, root 3 by 2 is sin 60 degree sin 60 degree plus delta mean by 2. साइंस दोनों तरफ साइन साइन है, विद इक्वेट द एंगल्स now 60 degree to 60 degree plus delta mean by 2. 60 into 2 is 120 degree plus 60 degree plus delta mean. So from here delta mean is equal to 120 minus 60 is 60 degree. So the answer for the first part, angle of minimum deviation, is 60 degree. तो आपका डेल्टा मीन यहाँ पर 60 डिग्री के बराबर है. सो हियर they are asking that find the angle of incidence for which the deviation of the light ray by the prism ABC is minimum. आपको एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस बताना है जिस समय डेविएशन मिनिमम है इस केस में. तो मिनिमम डेविएशन का आपको एंगल पता चल गया 60 डिग्री. नाउ एट द टाइम ऑफ मिनिमम डेविएशन we have one formula that delta mean is equal to 2I minus. Now delta mean is 60 degree. We have to find I. A is 60 degree. So here therefore I is equal to 60 plus 60 is 120 by 2. So I becomes 60 degree. So this is the required angle of incidence for which the minimum deviation is for which we have the minimum deviation. This is the answer for the first part, that is 60 degree. Now the second part says that by what angle the second identical prism must be rotated so that the final ray suffers net minimum deviation. Now the second part is net minimum deviation. Net minimum deviation, that is डेल्टा मीन कितना होना चाहिए, 0 होना चाहिए. मतलब डेविएशन होगा ही नहीं. That means the incident ray and the final refracted ray are parallel. So in this case, the prism will be drawn like this. The first prism was like this. This was the first prism. And the second prism will rotate it. This is how it is rotated. Now, this is the incident ray. If you extend it, this is the direction of the incident ray. और फाइनल रिफ्रैक्टेड रे भी इसी डायरेक्शन में आना चाहिए. तो फर्स्ट प्रिज्म जो है मिनिमम डेविएशन इज हैपनिंग है, दैट इज द रे जो होगा बेस से पैरेलल होगा. दिस इज द नॉर्मल. It will bend like this towards the base of the prism. Again यहाँ पर रे जो होगा बेस से पैरेलल. तो सेकेंड प्रिज्म इज ऑल्सो हैपनिंग. सेकेंड प्रिज्म में भी आपका मिनिमम डेविएशन हो रहा है. So यहाँ पर सेकेंड प्रिज्म में भी बेस से पैरेलल like this. Again normal. and finally रे ऐसे करके. ये दोनों रे पैरेलल होना चाहिए. तो आपको ये एंगल, this angle is given as 60 डिग्री, ये भी 60 डिग्री. तो आपको कितना रोटेट करना है यहाँ पर, 60 डिग्री से रोटेशन हो तभी वो पैरेलल हो. सो आंसर इज फॉर द सेकेंड पार्ट इज 60 डिग्री एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. This is the answer for the second part. So the final answer for the first part, that is find the angle of incidence for which the deviation of the light ray by the prism ABC is minimal. The final answer is 60 degree. And the final answer for the second part, by what angle the second identical prism must be rotated so that the final ray suffers net minimum deviation. Final answer for the second part is 60 degree anti-clockwise direction. Hope you understand it well. All the best.